Now, the first class we're going to celebrate this week is Bumblebee class. Our first award of the week goes to Harry for being a superstar with using his words to communicate with others. The team in Bumblebee class are so proud of your mark making to show your sounds as well, Harry. So keep up the great work. That comes from Mrs. Osborne and Miss Finn. The second award in Bumblebee class is for Freya for working so hard with saying and writing her sounds. The team have been really impressed with you, Freya, with how hard you're working in class and how beautifully you're playing with your friends. Keep up the excellent work. Well done from Mrs. Osborne and from Miss Finn. Moving to our class this week. The first award this week is for Faye. Faye, over this week you have blown us away with your enthusiasm to learn. You are the first with your hand up in maths and you've been super speedy with your sounds in reading writing excellence. You've also chosen to try the tricky math challenges in your choice learning. It's lovely to see your confidence growing, Faye. Well done. Your team are so very, very proud of you. And that comes from Mrs. Green, Mrs. Moss, Mrs. Grace and Miss Hoogan. Second award this week goes to Maureen. Maureen, you are simply an amazing model pupil. We love seeing your beaming smile as you skip across the playground in the morning and you put 100% into every lesson. You want to learn more and more at every single opportunity. This attitude is beautiful to see and you will continue to thrive if you keep that love of learning going. You took a role in the Christmas play at the very last minute, learning all the lines as well as your own overnight. Well done, Maureen, from Mrs. Moss, Mrs. Green, Mrs. Grace and Miss Hoogan. Now, normally we only do 2 Excellence Awards per class, but this week we have 2 very special awards as an extra. The first of those second special awards is for Sean. Sean, you made such an amazing Santa in our Christmas play. You said your lines so clearly and with such lovely expression. You even took on a solo part in our song. It was lovely to see you enjoying the role so much. The team felt you were fantastic. That comes from Mrs. Grace, Miss Hoogan, Mrs. Moss and Mrs. Green. The second of the special awards is for Aggie, who and the team are so very proud of your performance in the Christmas production. You overcame your nerves and said your lines clearly and confidently. The team are so very proud of you, Aggie. Well done from Miss Hoogan, Mrs. Moss, Mrs. Grace and Mrs. Green. Moving to Dear Class now. The first award of the week is to Owen for demonstrating excellent common sense and work ethic this week. You have been listening really well to what you have been told and you're thinking carefully about what you've been shown how to do. It was lovely to see you using your math jotter really effectively to help with your multiplication and your division. You always get on well with every task you are given and you listen thoughtfully to the advice. Well done, Owen, from Mr. Cook and Miss Simpson. The second award this week in Dear Class is presented to Arlo for always showing a positive and willing attitude towards your work. You try really hard in our lessons, Arlo, and it is always a pleasure for adults to talk things through with you and work on challenges you are finding a little bit tricky. You persevere admirably and always want to do your best. You always have a smile on your face and never get downhearted, so well done to you. Keep it up, from Mr. Cook and Miss Simpson. Now moving into Otter Class. The first award of the week is for Tommy for being the politest, most considerate person Miss Mexter and Mrs. Solomon have ever met. Tommy is always ready to learn and to help adults and children alike around the school, whether that be in learning or getting jobs done around the classroom. Tommy's made great strides in his reading this term, reading fluently and always having a crack at the comprehension questions, even when they are a little bit tricky. Thank you for patiently waiting for this award, Tommy. You really deserve it. And that comes from Mrs. Solomon and from Miss Mexter. Second award this week goes to Imogen for wowing Mrs. Solomon and Miss Mexter in her early morning learning. Imogen has now begun to tackle something that she previously found quite a challenge with confidence. She leads the way in answering the mental maths questions when we mark the work in class and can explain how she calculated the answer. She now needs to use that confidence and focus to continue this great progress. Well done, Imogen. This progression is very impressive, and that comes from Miss Mexter and Mrs. Solomon. Now moving to Badge Class this week. Our first award this week is for Tilly for the dedication you show towards all your learning. That's whether it's producing an outstanding piece of writing, solving problems in maths, or umpiring a game of hockey. Your attitude cannot be faulted. Well done, Tilly. You truly are an asset to our class, and that comes from Miss Bennett and from Mrs. Smith. Second award this week is to William for your positive attitude and your eagerness to learn. Your maths knowledge has improved, which is evidence in your participation in lessons. You've also been working hard, practicing the spelling of our special words. So well done to you, William, from Mrs. Smith and from Miss Bennett. Now in Fox class this week. The award is presented to Olivia for working hard with Mrs. Taylor to improve your maths and your written presentation, and especially for the effort and determination you've been putting into your PE lessons. Your catching skills in bench ball are impressive, and your attacking skills in touch rugby are formidable. Well done to you, Olivia. That comes from Mr. Clark and Mrs. Taylor. Now we have 2 birthdays to celebrate this week. First birthday is Lois, who turns 11 on Saturday. Mrs. Taylor is also celebrating her birthday this week, so many happy returns to you, and as usual we'll keep your age a big secret for you. Now a reminder for you that this week we have been sending out tickets for the Santa Sleigh of Sweets Christmas raffle. Thank you so much for the donations of chocolate on Tuesday that you made to us. We've managed to make 3 incredible prizes for you to win. Now, first prize is a sleigh full of sweets and goodies. And then we have 2 hampers that you can also win. Here are pictures of the lovely creations that have been made this week. If you haven't returned your tickets yet, please return them in an envelope with the money as soon as you possibly can. Also, if you'd like more tickets, please let us know by emailing the school or giving us a call on the telephone number. Good luck to you all. They will make lovely prizes, but make sure you've got your toothbrush ready afterwards. Now, as a special thank you to all the children in school who have been working so hard this term on not only their learning but also on their behaviour, we've decided as a special reward to make the entire last week of school a Wear What You Want week for them. So in the last week, so that's week commencing the 14th of December, each and every day you can come to school in your own clothes, as we say a big thank you and well done to you. Also during that last week, we'll be having Christmas dinner and our traditional Christmas jumper day on Wednesday the 16th of December. The menu you can see on screen there. We have sent home a parent mail to you asking you to select if you'd like a Christmas dinner, because we do need to order in advance wherever possible. If you can pop onto parent mail and complete the form that's been sent to you and return it as soon as you possibly can. The deadline is next week. Now, we know that Christmas this year is going to be a little bit different, but we are very much looking forward to our Christmas play from Key Stage 1, which is called Christmas Won't Be Ruined, a name the children came up with themselves, and we are so proud of them for that. I haven't seen this yet. I'm looking forward to watching it with the children next week. We set a competition for the children to design a poster to advertise their Christmas play, and we had some really strong entries. So strong, in fact, I couldn't find a winner, and even with help, we still couldn't narrow it down to less than 2 winners. There is a little prize for those 2 winners, and I'm proud to say the winning entries are from Annabelle and from Marine, so we'll be presenting you with a prize in class right now. Thank you to all the children who took part, and a big well done. It was lovely to look through all your creations. Annabelle used some lovely bits of sequin there to make it really sparkle. Now, we did promise we would share this with our families, and on Wednesday the 9th of December at 6 p.m, I'm proud to say we will be putting the premiere on our YouTube channel. We'll send a link for all of you. We hope you can sit down with your family and enjoy the fantastic performance that I'm sure Key Stage 1 have produced for us. Now, finally, just ways to stay in touch with the school as always as we end our assembly. Please do keep checking our website, our Twitter page and our YouTube channel. If you need to get in touch with us, please use families@betherston.kent.sch.uk. That's for any queries or any questions you may have. It's monitored throughout the day and into the evenings, so please do get in touch. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you've enjoyed our assembly. It's been lovely to celebrate once again the excellence of the children at Betherston Primary School. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we will see you very soon. Thanks again then. Bye bye.